Not sure about you guys. I got pretty mauled alive yesterday in the minors. Now, normally I have about 40 to 50% on the sidelines, but at the moment I'm about 32. And I was 32 before the drop yesterday, so it was not a pleasant day for me. Now let's look at some key assets. I'm going to start with the DXY because we can at least interpret some further pain ahead, I think. So first of all, I mean, we had this Monday where we closed above the trend line. You see that there. I didn't make a video on Monday, but I was talking about this trend line here. So that was a little indicative of a move higher. And look what happened yesterday, just total continuation. Now, Wednesday morning, we have more continuation. Like I said, once we cross this line, once we close above it, not cross, once we close above it, 102.6. I was mentioning that one, pretty obvious now, but I said, look, we're pretty much going to go towards 104. And you can see now why I say 104. Now we can venture higher. We can venture higher, like 104.3 or something, but I think we'll be closing below 104. But once we close above, then you got to start looking, or maybe at least once we close above 104.3, then you start looking up here. I don't think we're going to get up here straight away. I don't even think we're going to get all the way up there, but I think we will probably visit 104. So that's the point. DXY, watch out. It looks like more pain ahead, more of a move up because I don't really see a trend line here. I don't really see a reason to stop at 103.5, even though, zero point 0.5 is a nice round half number. But, for me, it's 104. Now, if we look at Euro US dollar, look at this also. We closed, I mean, totally flush below. And I did actually mention Euro US dollar. Watch this ascending. We're close here. And I was hoping it would continue higher, but absolutely not. Flush down, close below this. So it looks like lower until maybe, 107.5, this kind of range. You can see it was resistance support, before we go all the way down here. So, if DXY goes all the way to 104, you've probably got Euro US dollar going down there. US dollar, Japanese yen. Um, why did I put that line? Yeah, it was resistance then, but this probably doesn't count as much now. But, I don't see much resistance until the absolute highs of 151 or 150, big round number. So, US dollar can go up here, Euro can drop down here, and that together, because together they make up by far, like, I don't know how much percent, but probably 70 or 80%. That'll take DXY all the way up here. So watch out, DXY is going higher. And also what's helping is interest rates moving up too. Look at that. That also had its similar horizontal resistance that it didn't close above, and then bam, look at the 30-year. But there is a little silver lining for those that want to be bearish the DXY. This ascending, we're hitting it here, not the strongest resistance. You could go higher. For me, if DXY goes higher, we'll probably go all the way up here in the 30-year, 4.45-ish. But we are a little bit of resistance here. There's that. 10-year, same thing. We've got a little bit of horizontal resistance, all right? It didn't take it out like the 30-year. If we go higher, then we also have this major, more horizontal line up here. So we're kind of at a bit of a resistance in yields, a small resistance, but there's another one higher. And if the DXY goes higher, like I showed, it's definitely possible, then I think yields and the DXY will definitely hit strong resistance up here. They'll both be at resistance, but at the moment, DXY is not, but yields are. So there's stronger resistance, a level higher in both yields and the dollar, but we do have a bit of resistance in yields. 5-year, not too much here. There's a little bit maybe here around 4%. The 2-year, look at that. We did flush it and now we're retracing and we're hitting, resistance price support. So there's a bit of resistance there. So it's really the 2, the 10 and the 30 that have a bit of resistance. The others, not so much, this could go higher to there. So that's the DXY. That's the yields. Very quickly on the gold. Slaughter now, we flushed this. We didn't close below the ascending, by the way. And, we can go below ascending, which we're doing so far today. And we can test the 2015 or 13, 11, or whatever, this kind of area, 2010, let's say. But as long as we close pretty much on this horizontal or above, it's not unbelievably bearish. But look, if the DXY and yields go up there next level, you're going to have to start looking at 1975, 1980. And that is painful because the miners got slaughtered yesterday. And to think of gold going down even more, look at the silver. It wasn't that destroyed silver, right? I think gold was actually down more. So silver does at least that. Silver didn't get completely crushed. So I'm hoping this holds 22.5. That's the level I'm watching, right? You can tell why. If we go below, then we've got mini levels here. I think I just agree with the levels I've already got in place. So I'm going to leave those. you've got these little levels. So hopefully we hold the line here. Gold doesn't really close below 2010 because otherwise silver and gold can cascade down to the next level. Looking at the miners though, this is a horrible day. Look at that pre-market already down here. Let's see. But look at that close. We just held the level, right? 34.6. It was the low here. But that's a very bad close, pretty much at low of day. Not looking good. Really underperforming these miners. And to think of how much lower we can go, I mean, you got to start looking at absolute lows. So that's very painful for me. I bought a tiny bit of Barrett Gold yesterday just because it was down 9%, 10%, absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know if there was any news, but I just bought a tiny bit, but knowing that we can go lower for the same reasons I just, stipulated. So, and look at this, actually, this is GDX. That's probably Barrett Gold that did that. We closed below the horizontal. So, GDX was down, okay, pretty much the same as GDXJ, but for me, that's underperforming because it shouldn't be down that much. So GDX, very, very much underperforming, relatively speaking. SILJ also, closed pretty much just above its horizontal, but look where we're trading now. We'll see. I mean, pre-market doesn't mean anything. There's low volume and things can happen in the next 5 hours, but very, very ugly close for the miners. So there you go. Watch out. We're near a level. I mean, we pretty much close at the lows, so at a level, and yields are kind of at small resistance. But look, DXY can go higher, yields can go higher, and this can definitely go lower. So don't go too heavy in. And it's really unfortunate because this sector, has not gone up with the market, but it's going down probably even more than the market. And it's just, something we're used to. You're just waiting for that breakout that never comes. But just pay attention to technicals because here it just helps, it helps avoid further pain at least. So good luck out there. Let's see what happens. I still think gold and silver are going to scream up this year at least. Gold 2150 plus 2500, silver maybe $30. But the miners just need to start catching up. And at the moment they're catching down. Anyway, good luck, guys.